Welcome to the Education Community Revitalization presentation, and I am your host, Pastor Harvey Burnett. Listen, I don't need to tell you who I am, but I am the pastor of the New Bethel Church of God in Christ. I am the father of two wonderful children, the husband of one wife, and the assistant program director of Total Life Centers of Peoria, Illinois. My involvement and engagement with community crime and violence, in particular in education, goes back quite a ways. And I proudly serve as being a Peoria Central graduate. I proudly serve as the head boys track and field coach at Manual High School. And believe me, we're on the move. Listen, but this particular presentation, we want to talk about the increasing crime and violence within our community. And as we know, there's particular increase in crime and violence in most communities within the United States. In our community, that crime and violence seems to be driven by the age group of 19 to 24 years old. They are severely affected by crime and violence in that age group, as well as the rest of us. But this is the group that remains out of school and tends to be unemployed. If we are treating crime as an illness, which appears to be the current trend, then we cannot disassociate the behavioral issues that we see within our public schools from the behavior, disparaging behavior that is played out in real time by older siblings, by other community members, and the deleterious effect that it has on our students. There's a few questions that we will address in this particular presentation. Even though these 19 to 24-year-olds or 25-year-olds are not in our public education system, we must ask the question, are we or have we adequately prepared and equipped these young men and women for positive involvement and successful community engagement? Can our current education system enhance opportunities to learn, assisting students in obtaining a more broad path to both personal and financial success, regardless of the method chosen by these students and young people? And then finally, how can our public education system not only enhance economic opportunities for students, but also enhance and improve the community for little to no additional costs and or expenditures? Yes, I said it. For little or no additional costs and or expenditures. Now that I have all the financial personnel in District 150 on the edge of their seats, I think we can go ahead and do a brief overview of what we know about Peoria public education and get into this. Peoria public education serves about 12,500 students totally from kindergarten through 12th grade. About 3,500 of those students are in high school. The average graduation rate of our high schools is about 76%. About 51.5% of graduates participate in secondary education between 12 to 16 months of graduation. Only about 2.4% of graduates go into trades or immediate work upon graduation. About a quarter of those students, postgraduates aged 20 to 24, remain unemployed and out of school for extended periods. This leads to what I call a crisis. Not only a crisis in school, but a crisis in the community. And that crisis happens post-primary education. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's concerned about that. We have a superintendent that's also concerned, and she has a strong determination to address the issues. And I'm not Dr. Karat's spokesperson, not looking for a raise, but Dr. Karat, if you're listening, in her annual State of the Schools address in May, actually on my birthday, the superintendent said this, that Peoria Public Schools is doing things differently by providing alternative learning options and reducing gaps in equity. The balance of this proposal is about doing what we are doing, only differently, with the goal of reducing gaps in equity. Let's proceed. We have a community at risk. And let's just put the cards on the table where they belong. The fact is that 2 out of the 3 area high school zones, that's zip codes for this presentation, suffer from exponentially high unemployment and poverty rates. Listen, the Illinois state poverty rate is about 12.16%. Peoria County poverty rate is about 14.2% at the time that this was prepared. The state unemployment rate as of June of 2022 is 4.5%. The Peoria unemployment rate was about 4.8%. In the school where I work, in the zip code of 61605 at Manual High School, poverty in that particular zip code is 44.2%, while unemployment is about 17.9%. In the zip code of the school where I graduated from, in 61603 Peoria Central High School, the poverty rate is 34.1%, while the unemployment rate is 13.4%. Alarm bells should be going off. The fact is, like many communities, Peoria's crime and violence is also driven by individuals over age 20. Yeah, we've got problems and individuals under age 20 that are getting in trouble. But unfortunately, these young men and some young women that are dying in the street are generally over age 20. This is the same time in which youth have graduated high school, with an increasing percentage of them being unemployed and not in school, potentially providing fertile ground for nefarious activities. Listen, we have an opportunity. As we can see, it's been studied that the unemployment rate for young workers and for Black men in particular are at a zenith. In fact, the Chicago Tribune stated that in 1980, between 1980 and 2012 to 2016, the Peoria share of 20 to 24-year-olds working in manufacturing, which paid pretty good money, $60,800, almost $61,000 a year in 2016, declined from 24% to 9%. Meanwhile, the share working in retail, which paid much less, about a third of $26,000, grew from 23% to 37%. This is shocking. Opportunities that could have been are not. And we can see, according to the United States, Illinois, and Chicago, who remains at the highest rate of unemployment in the 20 to 24-year-old age group are many of the young Black males. Out of all the prayer vigils I've done, and I've done at least 50 of them by myself. This is before there were certain groups that do that now, that are paid to do it. About 99% of the victims, those who have been victimized, and out of the perpetrators that were caught, I would say about 100% of them, unfortunately, were Black males or Black youth. This is very disconcerting. There's trouble, and we have an opportunity to solve a problem and make a community better. Let me tell you, we are doing some great things in Peoria and in Peoria education. And for anyone that's saying that we're not, you just really don't understand. But let me help you understand just a little bit. Dr. George Washington Carver, bless him, said that education is the key to unlock the golden door of freedom. Dr. Washington put his heart into letting us know what it takes to be successful. And there is remarkable success in career and technical training going on in Peoria Public Schools. Dr. Karat stated in the State of the Schools address that students at Woodruff Career and Technical earned about 619 credentials in 2021 school year. There were 23 students that participated in the Skills USA Nationals, earning 16 medal placements with 9 gold or first place awards in various categories. Kudos to all of those that are helping these students at Woodruff Career and Technical, and for these students staying the course and pushing through and helping to contribute to make this community better and their futures brighter. We have an EL4 Life Step program that is enhancing the lives of young people in the Peoria public schools. What we want to do is enhance the strategy that our superintendent has set forth. Strategy 5 of her plan states that we will reimagine education. We'll design and implement non-traditional innovative options for high school, career, and early college credit. Manual High School, I say again, Manual High School will be one of the sites where this strategy will be piloted. Dr. Karat, I'm so glad that you said that, because what I'd like to do is take what we're doing. What I'd like to see is what we're doing just enhance and upgrade. Upgrade that thing to include hands-on construction, trade education, and certification at Manual High School, according to Strategy 5. How does that work and what does it look like? I'm glad you asked. Our goal would be to enhance trade education certification and community revitalization. We must explore education possibilities and opportunities now like never before. The pictures that you see on this page are various properties in the Peoria, Illinois area. These properties may or may not be suitable for the program that we're talking about tonight, but there are opportunities to change the very appearance of our communities and the opportunities not only for students, but for families within our communities. What are the steps? Number one, property acquisitions. Okay, you financial officers are sitting up now, but listen, what we're talking about is low or no cost acquisitions in the crisis zone areas. We're talking about properties that are safe, refurbishable, and scalable. That there's not an endless amount of work that needs to be done, but we can look at them and say, hey, we can do this, we can do that, we can do the other, and we can make these things work where children, young people will get the skills that they need to move forward, and the property, the community will look better as a result of their engagement and our involvement. We want to provide enhanced trade certification opportunities for these young people. We're doing so good with our first step. Let's take that a little bit further. We want to make sure that these properties are marketed for resale after we've completed them. Because why? Number 5, the sales from those properties are also going to help fund the program. That's where the money will come from. The sales will fund the program as well as the engagement of, our community partners and those donating, contributing, and all of that, which I believe should be maximized. Step two, we should leverage our union relationships and our relationships with trades organizations. Now, we know that there's over 8 partners that have been outlined within our current District 150 um, operations, but we want to leverage the opportunity because the opportunity is there. There are 143 labor unions in Peoria and the Peoria area, metro area, that employ about 417 people. Could these individuals be some of our teachers and team leaders? Could they provide the leverage and opportunity to help enhance the lives of these young people? I don't know, but it's worth finding out. Then there's step three. Who can help, with the selection of individuals? And as I said, these are the facts. We have current trade certifications in construction, forklift, OSHA safety, and drone. But we propose an expansion of job-ready certifications. The fact is that the state of the schools in 2022 pamphlet lists 8 trade-oriented business partners. But there are a wealth of resources to help us pull the best talent out of Peoria. The Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce, the Peoria Black Chamber, the Chamber of Commerce of the Greater Peoria Chamber of Commerce. Then there is the Next Level Academy, which has already begun a relationship with Peoria Manual and Peoria Public Schools. We believe that that relationship can be maximized because they focus specifically on young people. All right. Then this plan certainly falls in line with ISBE desires. Yes, the plan appears to align with ISBE endorsed Student Voices Apprenticeship Plus, IDES, Hire the Future, and Illinois WorkNet. These are opportunities that cannot be overlooked and opportunities that seem to fall in line with the general direction of public education in the state of Illinois. Well, what are the results of this when followed through? When things are enhanced, not changed, but enhanced. The results will include higher public education graduation rates, expanded education opportunities. There will be a more highly skilled and certified, connected, and work-ready graduate force. Then some of the other benefits include a beautified and revitalized community with more family-ready housing. There'll also be a more competitive and valued education choice, leading to higher student retention rates. This could be a very desirable program right in the heart of our community, which will create a revitalized hope in education and an enhanced community quality of life. But we're not finished. As good as that sounds, we're not finished yet, because we need to talk about the what ifs. What if the participants in this program who make a significant investment, not only in themselves, but in our community, in conjunction with our partners, what would this program in our community become if we can provide reciprocal and high value opportunities for those individuals? What are some of those opportunities? Here, just let me outline a couple of them. What if we could provide first-time home buyer grants and credits to those young people as they go through and they themselves become homeowners in our community. What if some of the profits could sponsor them up until that particular point? What if some of our community partners that help us would provide guaranteed loan approval to certain limits for those participant families, those students that have families that participate in this, to improve existing family-owned homes and facilities? There's another. What if those same financial institutions could also guarantee certain loan approvals for those families to upgrade their living conditions, not just to fix their house, but to move altogether? These are opportunities that make us think, what if? What if we get engaged? What if we can pull this off? What if we can partner together to make these dreams a reality? What if? I want to thank you for being with me on this particular program. I want to thank you for the considerations or considering the very valuable set of information that I've shared during this presentation. If you'd like to get a hold of me, please call or email anytime. I'd be glad to talk to you about details and some of the exciting things that's going on in the Peoria area community regarding this. Thank you so much. God bless you real good, and have a great day.